Welcome to Tantrum Con Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. Today we're looking at Western Legends. Western Legends is an open-world adventure game for 2 to 6 players set in the American Wild West. It's published by Kolossal Games, and they give us this copy to review. Now, in the game, players take on the role of characters trying to achieve legendary status. Let's look at the components. There's a game board, player mats, cards, minis, tokens, and more. At the beginning of the game, players get a player mat and components in a color, and draw 2 character cards and choose one, and take items as listed on the card. They'll take a mini and place their colored base on it, and then place the mini on the board as shown on the character card. You'll set up the general store with its cards and place some bandit minis on the board. Game length is determined by the players at the beginning of the game and can be either short, medium, or long. On your turn, you can choose to gain either $20, draw 2 poker cards, or $10 and a poker card. You then take 3 actions on your turn and can perform the same action multiple times. You can move your character up to 2 spaces, but can move more if you own a horse. You can use an action card, like gaining $30, move to any town space, or even getting more actions. You could fight another player. Or you could take the action associated with the location where your character is. Like at the general store, you could spend your money for items, like a miner's map, a rifle, a provisions, or that trusty horse. Or you could play poker at the saloon to try and get lots more money. You could prospect for gold by rolling dice at the mine space. You could deposit your gold at the bank to earn money. And at the bank, you could initiate a heist there, but you'll have to fight the guards that are there. Another action is healing at the doctor's office for those wounds you get when you fight. You could even wrangle or rustle some cattle. Or you could go reveling and trade your money for some legendary points. And that's what this game is about, trying to get those legendary points. One way is for players to choose what track they're going to go up, either the martial track or the wanted track, during the game, and we'll be gaining those legendary points. If you're a martial player, you'll get points by defeating bandits, wrangling cattle, arresting a wanted player, and more. But if you're a wanted player, you'll get points by doing a heist, robbing a player, rustling cattle, and more. I remember one game I was Billy the Kid and I was moving up the wanted track, which was helping me with my legendary points, but then another player saw that, came and fought me, won, and then he arrested me, took me to jail. I lost half my money, I lost all the cattle that I was rustling, I had to remove my tracker from the wanted track, and let's just say it took me a while to get going again, but it was fun while it lasted. A thematic element to the game are the story cards. They trigger when enough players have their discs on the card from meeting the requirements on the card, like ending your turn at a location outside of town, or gaining 2 or more legendary points from a single action. The backs of the cards have flavor text to immerse the players in the Western theme, and then a reward for the players who are part of that event. There are so many options on the board, but if you don't have a good way of moving around, you could be stuck with a lot of money before you could go sell it or try moving those cattle around or things like that. I like that the cards are multi-use with the bonuses and the actions that you can use throughout the game. The game felt really good at 4 players. 6 might be too many for me since it would take a while for it to be your turn again. 2 might not be enough interaction for me. It might feel more of a solitaire game, but that might be okay for some people. The illustrations are great and fit well into the Western theme, the minis are fun, and I like that you put your player color disc on yours so that you can tell at a glance which character is yours. For me, Western Legends fills a nice gap in my board game collection with that adventure-type game that doesn't take too long to play with a fun Western theme. So if this sounds like something you would enjoy, then check out Western Legends from Kolossal Games, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Western Legends